Hey there traders, welcome back for episode number 65 from the StockBandit.tv. It's the source of trading videos that are going to make you better. So thanks for joining me once again, and of course I hope you've had a very nice and relaxing weekend and knocked a few things off your to-do list and gotten geared up for a brand new week of trading, because when that opening bell rings on Monday morning, it's going to be the sound of opportunity, and you and I have got to be prepared or someone else is going to take our money, and we don't want that. So let's take a look at the big picture here. We'll check out the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 and the Dow 30, kind of understanding that most individual stocks are going to take their cues and be influenced by the big picture and the major averages. So understanding which way these could be headed, or just knowing some key levels in case they're cleared, then of course we can more adequately prepare a trading plan in the days ahead. So up first is the NASDAQ. Now this index from the March low had the best run up, which was 9 consecutive green weeks. 9 weeks in a row it posted weekly gains. Very impressive. But last week it broke that streak, okay? So that's kind of a good thing. Streaks, once they're broken, are kind of a good thing because they remove a lot of the pressure. But it is interesting to note a couple of things. Number one, we had quieter volume last week, which generally, if you're a bull, a light volume pullback is the best kind. Secondly, look where this index stopped, right at 1665, actually within 1 point of that, which was the high back here in January. So that's an important level. It's been pointed out here a number of times, and of course we sold off right to that level and then bounced a little bit. We finished last week about 1% above that, so not real impressive bounce here on Thursday, and then no bounce on Friday. But for now, that level is holding, and so that's important. It's going to be quite notable to see if that can hold up in the week ahead. If the bulls do step in and provide bids and offer support there, then of course this could simply be a 1 week pullback. Otherwise, if we get a good solid break of that, I think we might get a little bit better correction there, and that might be a very good thing, because eventually I would expect a higher low to form as compared to this March low. One other note, we never tagged this 1785 zone up here. We stopped just short of it, and so to see us pulling back after approaching that level is something that may be leaving a little bit more to be desired for the bulls. So let's see if 1665 can hold up on a closing basis. If not, then could be some weakness is ahead. Now, S&P 500, former resistance 875 area. That was back here earlier this year, and then of course more recently a few weeks ago. We never did clear this 943 level either. We kind of came up and got a little bit close to it, but then of course we pulled back here. This index did not put together 9 in a row. It only went 8 for 9 off that March low. So to see it pull back and really currently respecting this 875 level, again, very healthy to see. However, if we do see a break below that on a closing basis, we're probably going to see a little bit deeper correction here, and that would not be such a bad thing, because again, very likely that pullback, even if we get a multi-week pullback, is going to result in a higher low somewhere, wherever that happens to be. Finally, taking a look at the Dow, this is the one I actually place the least amount of importance on. It's only 30 stocks for one, and so therefore I don't think it gives the best overall view of the market. However, it does get a lot of coverage in the media. It's what Joe Investor comes home and opens up the newspaper to read the most about, and so it's certainly worth keeping an eye on, because it does impact the actions of a lot of the individuals out there. So former support and resistance was right here at 83.50. Last week we moved back down through that level, not by a lot, only by about, what is that, 80 points. But nonetheless, if we do continue lower, then the next zone I would expect to see is right around here, this kind of 7800 area to 7850. Those have kind of been important support zones in recent months. that could be the next stop if we do see additional weakness in the days ahead. All right, so there's a look at the big picture. Now, one other note I want to make. A number of you have asked about the recent picks page over at thestockbandit.com. That is updated with swing trades when we're swing trading. In recent months, we have not been swing trading, and so that page has looked really stale. However, it was updated this weekend. Be sure and check it out. I actually put up a video to walk through a number of the swing trades from the past month, actually all of the swing trades from the past month. So you're likely to learn something just by me walking through that. But also those of you who've been asking for that info, it's now there waiting for you. All right. Thanks again for joining me for this episode. I will be back soon with more videos for you to learn from. But in the meantime, trade like a bandit.